Hello everyone, today is March 15th and I'm going to be seeding my tomatoes. I already have my list all set out and have my tray all ready. Now, if you remember my pepper video from last week, they're actually right here. I don't know if you can't see them, I'll show you in a minute. But anyway, the tomatoes I seed the exact same way. Same method, same size tray, the same deal with the popsicle sticks. Now, however, tomatoes, as you're going to see, I do seed them a little differently. When I did the peppers, which are right here, the goal was to have one plant per cell. So when I go to transplant these, or as you start coming up the peppers, there'll be multiple peppers per cell, and what I'll do is I'll cut them back to the strongest one per cell. I've found that peppers don't necessarily like being separated that much, so I try just to leave one per cell. And also because I don't have a need for more than 72 peppers. Now tomatoes, I want to have more than 72. I'm looking to have over 100, if possible 108 when we're all said and done. 108 gives me, I don't know, six 18 cup trays. That just keeps it nice and neat down here. That gives me 108. Now the goal with the 108 is I want to try to sell, I'd love to sell 20 or 30 of them, really. But if I can't sell them, they're going to go outside into the garden. I'm only going to be selling the determinate varieties, which I have 2 of. I'll show you that in a minute. And the rest are indeterminates from growing inside. Now anyway, to be successful at growing tomatoes, in my opinion, it's not like growing peppers. Tomatoes, for me personally, they grow like weeds. And in a few weeks when I bring it back to show you this, you're going to agree with me. So, the way I do it, as I said before, I have 72 cells, and I want to end up with over 100. Well, the way I do it is simple. My little chart here, it may be too close to see that, but basically, every variety except a couple, I'm going to be seeding 6 cells. That's because there's 6 cells across here. It just makes the math make sense to me. But each one of these, I'll be seeding at least 2 to 3 to 4 seeds per cell, based on how many seeds I have of each of the variety that I'm planting. So at the end of the day, my Cherokee Purple, I'm only seeding 6 cells, but I'm going to end up with hopefully 10 to 12, maybe even 15 plants. Once I start thinning them out and deciding how many I actually want to grow, then these numbers will be more specific instead of 6. That's why it says cell up here, and I will be transferring this to my main book. I just have this just to scribble around. As you see, I've gotten rid of some varieties, I've changed some. But anyway, that's kind of the goal, what I'm looking at here. So without further ado, as they say, I'm going to get right into it. First variety on the list is the Cherokee Purple. And I do the same deal with the popsicle sticks. But with these guys, I do it a little bit differently. Since I'm planting 6 of one kind, I have the Cherokee Purple right here. These are actually sent to me from one of my friends in California last year. She'll know who she is if she watches this. But so what I'm doing, instead of putting a popsicle stick in every one like I did the peppers, I'm only going to put 2. One in the front and one in the back, or the start and the end. Because when I go to transplant these, that's when I'll add more popsicle sticks to each cup. The peppers, I didn't do it that way because I didn't plant just six cells of one variety, or 9. They were all sporadic, all different numbers. Again, because that's the amount that I want to end up with in the end. But with tomatoes, since they grow seemingly so well for me, I may jinx myself by saying that, but basically by doing it this way, it allows me to thin out the bad ones, or the stunted ones, the slow ones, and keep the best ones, and keep more than 6. So anyway, let's get right into it. I already have my soil pre-moistened. Now, the tub that I have my soil in, again, this is just ProMix. The tub that I have my ProMix in is very dry. Now, I added a bunch of water to the tub 2 days ago. I just dumped a bunch of water in it, spread it around, moved it. So the soil was already kind of damp. So what I did is, then I took the soil, put it in my little tray here, put it in, I have a 10-20 flat with water in it, and I let it soak up. And already I can see almost up to the top. This one down here doesn't have any on the bottom. But the middle ones for sure definitely have tons of moisture. The outside ones, what I'll do, I'll come back and I'll use my little spray bottle, spray them down real good, put a dome on top of them, keep the moisture in. Anyway, so what we're going to start doing is I have a bunch of these seeds. And again, tomato seeds are cheap, even if you got to buy them from the store. So 3 seeds in, no problem. So anyway, again, you just saw me plop them in there, 2 to 3 to 4 seeds, 5. It doesn't matter really the amount you put in. Put in at least 2 to 3. If you have the seeds, put in more. So anyway, again, just go in with my fingers, real simple. This is real simple. Now, as I did with my peppers, after I'm completely done, put my sticks in, just, you know, just like that. Now I know from pink to pink is Cherokee Purple. Did you want me guys to do another one just to show you? The next one on the list is Lemon Boy. Now this is a new variety for me this year. It's called a Bright Yellow Tomato, globe size, 6-ounce fruit, 3.5 diameter, 3.5 inch diameter, indeterminate, 70 days from transplanting. And these seeds here are quite small, if you can see that. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. But again, same difference. There's plenty, and there's enough in here to do 3 per cell. Same deal. Cover them up. Anyway, as simple as that. Now you can see the amount of soil on the top before I seed them, and then what it actually looks like when it's compressed. I don't really pack it down, but just like my peppers, you want to push the soil down to get good contact to those seeds. So I'm going to finish the rest of this tray, and then I'll bring it back just to show you what it completely looks like. It'll look similar to the peppers, but I'll bring it back anyway, and that way you can get kind of an idea about the varieties that I'm planting and how many of each and just the way it's laid out. Alrighty, so this is the finished product. Now, as I was saying, those are my peppers in the back. Now you see how there's so many, well, there's 72 sticks. There's 72 cells, 72 sticks. Here there's, I don't know, 25 maybe? More than 25 I guess, but whatever it is, it's 28. Sorry, 28 sticks. So you see, they're all at the bottom here. This is starts the row, and then that ends the row of the color, of the same type. Now there's actually 4 of them here that I actually grew 9 cells. And the reason why I grew 9 cells of those particular varieties are those varieties that I want to have more than the other ones. So I want to guarantee myself some nice seedlings. Now if you see, so you can see how damp the soil is. I just sprayed it. I have a sprayer here. I think I got this at the dollar store really for a couple dollars. It's just a pump sprayer, the pump, and then it has a nozzle there where you adjust and you just kind of, you know, spritz, and there you go. So thanks for watching. Any questions about seeding tomatoes, feel free to leave it in the comments. Until next time, there'll be some green here. Thanks for watching.